The visionary journey of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, a name that revolutionized technology, design, and creativity. From co-founding Apple in a garage to creating products that change the world, his story is one of passion, perseverance, and innovation. In today's video, we'll explore the life of Steve Jobs and the legacy he left behind. Let's dive in. One early life and love for technology. Steve Jobs was born on February 24th, 1955, in San Francisco, California. Adopted by loving parents, Jobs grew up in Silicon Valley, where he developed an early interest in electronics and innovation. After a brief stint in college, he realized that traditional education wasn't his path. And boy, was he right. 2. The birth of Apple. In 1976, Steve Jobs and his friend Steve Wozniak co-founded Apple Inc. in a garage. Their first product, the Apple I, was a simple circuit board, but it was the Apple II that made them household names. By combining technology with user-friendly design, they began a tech revolution. 3. The ups and downs. But the journey wasn't all smooth. In 1985, Jobs was ousted from Apple after a power struggle. Instead of giving up, he founded Next and transformed Pixar into the world's most successful animation studio. Toy Story, anyone? Then came his epic comeback. Jobs returned to a struggling Apple in 1997 and completely transformed it, introducing products like the iMac, iPod, iPhone, and iPad. These weren't just devices, they were cultural phenomena. 4. Legacy and impact. Steve Jobs didn't just create products, he built a brand and a vision that inspired millions. His focus on simplicity, innovation, and perfection forever changed the way we interact with technology. Even after his passing in 2011, his influence lives on in every Apple product we use today. 5 lessons from Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs taught us to follow our passions, think differently, and never settle for less than excellence. His quote, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do," is a mantra for dreamers everywhere. Steve Jobs taught us to follow our passions, think differently, and never settle for less than excellence. His quote, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do," is a mantra for dreamers everywhere.